Hi everyone, thank you for joining the class. So I hope you enjoy the PowerPoint slides. You already know how to use, and every day I believe you use that PowerPoint slides in your order presentation and some of the report. But still, I want you to increase your level of the professional design layout and even typography and more kinds of professional presentation styles. So I hope you enjoy that class. And now we have another one part of the layout design using InDesign Adobe program. So we also want to make a very simple layout design because this is just very kinds of basic kinds of class. So I want to let you know how to use such kinds of the InDesign for layout. So let's get started. So firstly, we have the very simple tutorial because yeah, InDesign, as I said, there are a couple of skill sets, but we don't necessarily to learn everything right now because InDesign is used and widely used for making the more publisher based on yeah, book chapter or some of the layout. But we just utilize this one for like a couple of the panel or some poster design for our class purpose. So yeah, one of my student worker, Geo Park at second year MLA students can help this document, creating this document. So I appreciate her efforts and let's get started with the yeah, layout design. You could see these kinds of the document to be uploaded in the yeah, canvas. So you might want to take a look. So now we might want to open the InDesign. So go to so you might want to open InDesign that's already one. So I just want to explain at this moment as a two page, but still I want you to practice our work. At this moment, yeah, you should make your drawing to be included these kinds of pages. I want to tell you how to make it. But at this moment, let's use the original image from the SWA company so that I wanna introduce how to make it. So first of all, you might wanna start with the new document. That should be I do want to set inch and 17 by 11. So we want to use that scale as a document. So once you set that as a number, it should be inch, 17 and 11. Please do create. Just a second. Okay, so this is a basic kinds of the our platform. So probably your workspace is slightly different from me. There are couple of ways that you use some of the more printing version, and even if you prefer Essential Classic, I still use Essential Classic or either one, but let's use Essential Classic so that we might want to use the same kinds of style. So once you set this one, you could understand this is a layout and this is a margin. And if you see the page, click the page. So this is our page, but there is a master page is there. Typically, as I said, this is a book to make a book chapter. Then like pages are connected, right? So like the number known is there, but a parent, so left side and right side. But for us, because we are not gonna make any kinds of booklet style, instead, we just want to make a single page as each panels. So that we want to go to the file. and you should go to document setup. So click this one, and this is a item. So facing pages means it has two pages are connected, left side and right side. But for us, we are not gonna use, so you might wanna unclick facing pages. So margins are already set, 0.5 inch and width and heights. So just click OK. Now we don't have any kinds of left or right side. Instead, we only have one page. If we create a new page, that's same, right? So that's the first page. Now we want to organize the layout. It's the same with the Illustrator and in even Photoshop. Basically, we have the page, each page number. If we create more, that has a first, second, and third, and fourth page. But what we need to do is layer. So each page we could make each kinds of different layer, similar to what we use in Photoshop and Illustrator. So what we gonna do is two part. One is a image and the other one is a text. So we want to just layer name as a 01. Let's make it as a image. And let's make another layer, then might be easier. So create the new layer. We want to say 02 dash text, but we gonna work from the image first. From here, we wanna add our kinds of image, but instead of adding the image directly, we want to make a layout design first, where and how much we want to put the image. So for that reason, we're going to use the rectangle frame tool. That is a way to put the frame of the image, and then we want to bring our image into that place. So let me do this one. Click this item rectangle frame work, and then we just want to make a one rectangle form here. One is around here. Then we also want to, let me explain how it works. Once we make that framework, rectangle framework, I do want to show how it works again. So let me go to PowerPoint in design. Oh, sorry, it is week 12. I said it's week 11, but it is week 12. Anyway, I just downloaded the file. Let me double check where I put it in. Uh, okay, I put the wrong areas. So let me link to here. I just went to the website of the Sasaki project. You saw this one multiple times, but I just downloaded this image as a practice. So the way that we could do is go to File. I can share this one, but I just download those file, but eventually what you gonna make it is not using this original file. Instead, you should utilize our file that you created to put it into this layout. So anyway, as a practice wise, I do want to utilize this image, then drag it into that image. So, this is a layout or frame of the image, and we just link the image. So if you double click, then you could have a yellow line. So those are two different. So blue line is a outline of the image as a full size. And then yellow or this brown yellow line is a actual image size. So our blue outline is just the visible frame, which means if we want to increase the image holding shift, same, oh, sorry, in, it should be holding R. Oh, I bet. It should be holding shift and increase the image and zoom out is holding Alt and drag in and out using the mouse. So the frame is already reset and we need to adjust our image given this kinds of frame. So once you set that one, you might want to locate and basically we just want to make it a little bit smaller like this version and image can be around. We want to set the same scale. So that's why we use this style. So now we have this layout of the frame. Now I do want to copy. So holding Alt, move to holding Alt, drag, and holding Shift. It's the same. Now, sorry, we don't need this image. So double click. So we might want to delete the image, but what we want to use is this frame. So around this size, we want to make another image. Then again, we want to drag one more time. You might want to go to the file. And now I do want to drag this image and into that place. See, that image is too big. So in such case, again, double click zoom out, original image wise. I do wanna, yeah, holding shift and alt. Alt is starting from the middle. If you do just holding shift, it will proportion at the end of the corner. But if you do holding alt and shift, it will based on the middle. So again, we wanna locate our image. So double click again within the that boundary we just want to use and adjust size. So this is all two images that we put. You looks like those images are low resolution, but it's just a visual issue. Once we save it as a PDF, it should be fine. But if you still want to check if that image is a high resolution or not, then go to View tab and I believe go to display performance. You could make a high quality display, then see that's the right scale of the resolution. But sometimes the goal of this kinds of work is to add bunch of images so that we wanna make more kinds of the quickly make everything. So if the image size or image resolution is too high, then it will kind of make it slow. So that's the reason display performance, we can just keep the typical display, then later we could kind of change. So we might now want to add our text. So I also set three kinds of text style, title, subtitle, and description. Let's do start with that. So from now, we wanna go to layer. We wanna just lock the original image and within the text, we wanna add text. Let's make a one text box around here. And let's say that is a Congress Avenue urban design initiative. So we want to use the more kinds of the regular font. So that should be Arial, but still it's up to you if you want to use different font. Those are always welcome, but we want to make it 36 as a font size. So Once set that as our title, or we could make it black. So I still prefer, yeah, just bold. So if that is our title, now, uh, when you use the word fire, if you remember, I don't know how much you use this character style, but we could set the which one is a title and which one is a subtitle, which one is a normal. So based on that one, we can easily set up whenever you make some of the introduction as a first and then description, and then you might want to make some method or some of the hierarchy of the text. That's what we want to set. So from here, that is a title. Then we want to make it as our character style. That is very important. So we want to go to character style. So you might want to click here, character style. If or I want you to go to view a window and let's click the character. Oops. Character style. Windows. Sorry. I should wanna find. Mm, it's essential style. Okay. Yeah. I if we use different, yeah, workspace, I found as a separate page, but let me, oh, here. You might want to go to Window and Style and click the character style. Although that is located on the right side, I want to use the new kinds of the page. Then you could have oh, yeah, here, character style. So from here, we want to create a new style, and we want to say that is a title. So we want to say that is a title. Now this is a title page, which means if you add any of the text, oops, any of the text. The default is this title because as a known, but if you click title page, again click and title, it will change into with the text size. So we wanna set it up first. We wanna make a, let me check one more time what font size it was. So now we wanna add new, this one can be uh, create the new style again. So we want to change it to subtitle. And here, basic character format wise, I want you to use, now I don't, still let's use the bold, but subtitle wise size will be 18. That is the subtitle. Let me create the new again. Now this is a description, page wise. Now it should be just regular or I prefer narrow. So it's still up to you, but size wise, you might want to keep this style. Okay. Now we want to add certain text over there. So what we can add from the original one is go to the website, and I do want to bring this subtitle, copy, and let me do smaller. And I do want to add our text over this place and Control V. So now this could be subtitle, then that's the text. And for those images was the blocked. Go to layer. I do wanna unclick of those lock and I do wanna move it up. Now I do wanna add text for here. Let me add a certain text here. I do wanna copy here. So we wanna add the text for image of this one. I assume they have certain text. So this is a still practice. So here, if we have a certain text, copy and paste, copy. And now I do wanna paste, but you might wanna double check as a style character-wise, this is a description. See, 12 point with the narrow arrow area. And even this one, I do wanna copy another text. So if this is a text, then I just drag, copy and paste. And if you remember, we could add the text from here as well. So what we want to do is we could make another text box. Previously, Photoshop, it was a little bit challenging, but now we want to make a text box. I do want to copy, and this should be select together same proportion and to copy another one and one more, then same size, right? Uh, Now we want to copy, it might be much easier. So if we do text-wise here, let me do copy. So client-wise, uh, we I forgot. So let me do it again. Sorry. We could keep this tire, but let me add one of the text city one size is around there, and we might wanna make it or okay. So before copying that one, we could make another item. This could be client. We might want to follow the similar style. Then there is now we want to create the new layer name. That can be soft title. What could it be? Description title. That might be good. Okay. Go to basic arrow. We want to make a narrow board, but size-wise, we want to make it more smaller. And another one is we want to use the color-wise character color. Let's use brown color, gray color. Uh, that And we can change the color. Let me change the color from directly from here. That might be easier color-wise. If you want to change your color of the font, let me change it to check what size 10. And then we want to do that's your narrow board. And let's change the color, double click of the text. And we do want to make a new layer and double click. And I do want to make it slightly gray color. That's original one, similar to that. So let's see how it looks like. Okay, so that is working well. But location-wise, we might want to make a little bit down. So this could be one set, and this should be our character. Let me add that is a description subtitle. And that was not the one. Delete that style we set as a description. So now this will be one set of our info so that I do want to copy the style, oops, copy together one set and another set. We want to make a same distance. So those are one set. Now you could easily copy and paste. We can continue to add the text, copy and paste the wording. Wise, this should be more longer, but community engagement, landscape architecture. Okay. So if that's the case, let me move. And probably we need to move it around and this should be longer. Let me slightly move it up. So the next one, yeah, let's get continue. So I do want to add the text in here. Mm. So once I add the text, but as you can see, we want to use the uppercase for those. Then I do want to, service, those are fine. Here is additional. So again, you might want to copy and paste. Now I do want to select those, yeah, on. Okay. So once you select, go to type, and if you go to get it down, change the case to uppercase, then it will be changed it or to capital. So, that's the first page that you could do. If you did that one, just I wanted to explain this higher. Now I might want you to utilize our class purpose. So probably, yeah, you might want to practice the same one, but still, this is a good time that we might want to use our version of the work. So I do want to delete, because text-wise we can keep, but let me delete the image and then probably we might want to get continue. So those text could be slightly up and I now might wanna add, so we wanna add the text. There will be the name of our project and even our class. I mean, then we also wanna add your name and page number that I will explain that one, and then we might wanna use now our project work. But please keep those wording. Those are somehow used here. So let's do, you need to go to the, let me see, page. Now we want to go to the master page. Go to here. And because this is A, so A parent, so we want to start from here to add certain information that could be repeated. So I do want to add this portion as a text. So let me check how to add. So firstly, mm, we can add basic information like here. I'm gonna add there will be so you can make it smaller, and I do wanna get it to bottom lay, yeah, paragraph wise. I do wanna make it, sorry. It should be alignment is left, and where is it? This one. I should click the align button. So bottom areas, you might want to add that. And this should be, yeah, I do want to make it 14. And this is class information and digital communication. This is a layout design. And probably please add your name and instructor name. Instructor Sungmin Lee, and I will copy and paste this info into the emails that you might want to use. So your name should be there. And we wanna not only for adding the text, can we do the certain box? Let me see. This is our project info that we wanted to add. Yeah. So, so please add that info. Now we also want to add another one here. So this one is we want to add the text, but this is number. So what you have to do is you need to let me double check. So you need to go to type tool, type, and it should be, we did a change one right before, but we want to go to insert special character and markers. Oh, sorry. So not this one. Let me do it again. Text-wise, we should do again. So this portion, I do wanna add any kinds of text, A, but this should be size is, let's do make it 14, located it same, going to here. Now this is a right alignment, and I do want to make it lower. It's disappear now. So paragraph wise, we want to make it button. Sorry. Uh, mm, Let me double check. Select, and I don't know why it's not, yeah, shown up, but it should be align button, same way with the text. So once you add that one, or you can make it a little bit bigger if you want, then I do want to make it more bigger font. So that's the page number if we wanna add. Then click and type, and if you change, insert special character markers. Oops, why? So select, type, insert special character marker, and you should select that one. Sorry, yeah. Then you could get this option, current page number. So once you define that, then let's see the first page. That should come with the number one, and the other one is number two. This is a text. So that's what we did. So in the master page, I said So select those text and then type. What I did is insert special character marker and current page number. So that's what we did. Now let's add additional work because now those are we wanted to keep, but we want to now use our drawing instead of the previous work. So we could copy and paste this portion. So here, same way. Now, as I said, we want to utilize our work. So let me go to the file that we have. Okay, so class material wise, let me open the Photoshop work and first page. Oh, we want to keep the master plan and the other one could be site analysis. So oh, instead of the site analysis, so let me do copy illustrator. Okay. Mm, why don't we just put, yeah, given this, yeah, image, sorry, I haven't decided it won't. So still, I wanna trust you to make your own version, but first page, let me add master plan. Uh, no, instead of the master plan, let's make another one here because we have the site location, right? So, but we are not gonna use any text, so we might wanna use the image. So probably select that and it should be located in, I did this one wrong layer, sorry. It should be located in the image and I do bring the image file. Let me check this one and let me make it smaller. But this time, I do want to show. So this is all what we want to show, but frame-wise, I do want to delete those info. Only those three county, city, and site level information should show up, which means if we make it view as a display performance high quality, only this yeah information. And site analysis wise, let's put it in. So that can be also make it smaller as much as we can as a full size. So then it's better to add the master plan here. So again, we could make it smaller or still it has so many empty place. So I do wanna then make it full. So it might be slightly different from what we did as a full size. Then let me check one more time. The size should be like that. Okay, this one too, but that can be size-wise, we might want to adjust. Then that can be located in the middle. this text, this one too. So this is one of the item that we could add, but as what we did, what we forgot was our master plan with, sorry, needs to be slightly more further. Yeah. So I do want to copy and paste. The reason is we want to show the scale bar. So based on that, we might want to reframe. Then we might want to keep only this info. Probably the text could be there, but maybe locate here, or as I did, this can be. So still either way would be okay. And text-wise, we did, yeah, those texts actually coming from the other one. So we might want to keep that text here, but this portion we use the other one. Yeah, I'm just switching those two. So this is a one page that we could do, you could do. So as a next page, still we might want to use the same style. So we probably might want to keep the same. If we want to keep this one to here as a information, the next one as a illustrator wise, we did three items, right? One, two, three. So because we already have those tags, so it's, I know, once we set all kinds of the direction, like how to do with the Photoshop, what to do in the Illustrator and InDesign, that would be the best, but this is somehow we just wanted to practice each of item, so we didn't kinds of the set all organization very clearly at this moment. So just practice, let's do. So one first page is somehow you made it. The second one, same way, let's do copy, or we could say those information could be uh, repetitive. That would be also okay, or just let's keep the title page only. Then we might want to locate the same title. You can make it as a master page or just copy and paste. That should be fine. But we might want to copy that one. Title wise, that's the same. But infographic wise, we might want to give the space. Let's put it in the image over that place. Same for mapping. I'll just copy and paste. And page number 4. Then what I did is infographic wise, you might want to add. But this time we need to adjust the size. Again, holding shift size. And that can be located down or up. Oh, why we put that one into, yeah, till should be that size. So let's do it again. So we might want to add this box. This should be two. It makes a little bit, yeah, in the page, I do want to make it a little bit smaller. So at least this should be guideline. It does not touch that line. And here, yeah, we want to keep that size. And third one and fourth one, same. Mm. Okay, then image infographic wise, we want to add, but size wise, I want to adjust. So hopefully, ah, the text we cannot control perfectly. I know it's not the best way, but still, let's show like that. And probably it's not perfect again, but we might want to hide that part with a color, spoil. Oops, this color. Okay. I know this is still not a perfect way, but we could revisit our Power Illustrator or other graphic. But this time, yeah, this should be okay. And third one, we do want to add mapping. So again, text-wise, we couldn't control same. So as much as you can. So personally, I want you to make a text separate again, but at least you understand how to add text, right? Then this is a still as a practice wise, just you can do like that. So add yours and the one. Last one is we might wanna make a last page and what we have is a same one. Oh, this should be here. Oh, sorry. This page, get it down. So let's keep, oops, and add that to here. And image as well. Let's do full size the same way. Then the final one, just add your collage drawing. So this time we set our boundary, we have the certain margin. So you could make a 5 pages and you can just save it as a one. You should save as InDesign one. Oh, I did InDesign one, but you need to put your name. But the second one is export and make it PDF. Let me double check what was our name that we decide. Sorry. Uh, oops. So module 3. So you should save it as your workflow 3 or InDesign. I think InDesign should be fine. So and you should add your name PDF file. And just you could compress, but at this moment you can keep the original one, export and submit. So That's what you have to do at this time. So please do complete, yeah, your work. Still, I don't want to give too many kinds of the work at this moment. Just you might want to understand the basic knowledge of the InDesign and how you could do as a panel design. So just practice it and please submit 5 pages. You can make it more pages, but uh, it's up to you. But still, if you see my video, just 5 pages, this should be fine. But I hope to see a little bit your kinds of practice work together. So enjoy the rest of the work and I will email you. Thank you for joining. Bye.